You can calm down now, music. You're good. You are perfectly fine. We are here for another live stream. And yes, yeah, I'm finally back with another live stream, guys. Thank you all for your patience, and I am happy to be back again. So, what's up, Mr. Bacon for the win? A Gwen C3 body, Shrek, Van Hellas Vici, Pickup Truck, Pixel Texture, you know, Creecraft, you know, all those people. Bot Rix, Nightbot, Rasmic, and everybody else who just joined in. I hope you all have a fantastic day today. Good part is, I've been feeling a lot better now, and unfortunately I still have a cold, but I actually am feeling a lot better today, so my voice sounds almost normal. Still a bit sore, but definitely a lot better than yesterday. So, with that being said, we did get some news today, and apparently it's actually something pretty interesting. So, we're actually going to be getting two things next update, and I think some of you will not like the first one, but the second one, phew, yeah, that one's pretty awesome. So, the first one was pretty controversial, and in my opinion, I think this is actually kind of needed. So, I'll go ahead and read them off. If you guys want the link to the tweet or the post, I'll do so in the chat, so you guys can check it out if you like. But yeah, so basically, it's about the player drowning feature. So, drowning is officially releasing the jailbreak next update, and what that means is you can now die in water. Yep, that's what it means pretty much. So, some of you might be like, why is this being introduced? And the reason is because some people actually go in water to escape from police. So, it was too overpowered to actually drive your vehicles in water. Watercrafts and area vehicles make a bit of sense, but other vehicles like cars and bikes could be used to escape cops in water. So, as a result, we're going to be seeing some changes with how water works next update, and now you will have a limited air supply in water, which is awesome because to begin with, it was already pretty unrealistic to drive your vehicles in water for a pretty long time, despite the fact they slow down in water. So there's that. Aside from area vehicles and watercrafts, yeah, it just sounds a bit weird. Just to drive an average car in water and just survive. So yeah, getting some realism there, and I'm kind of happy that they're releasing this to jailbreak. So we're going to expect that on Friday. Please feel free to let me know what you guys think. I honestly think player drowning is actually a pretty awesome change to jailbreak, and even though most of us don't drive in water, this actually is a very beneficial change, and I don't know why people complain about this, despite the fact that most people don't even escape in water, unless if they have a watercraft. But aside from that, I think this is nice. So, yeah, you have online classes next week. Good luck on that, man. Online classes are kind of difficult if you're not careful, or you just have the urge to just go and actually get in the classroom. But there's that. So it says player drowning is coming. You have a limited air supply and take damage if you hide in water, which just means you won't instantly die in water. You will slowly take damage and drown. So there's a new way to oof in the game. You can now drown in jailbreak, which actually sounds a bit unreal originally, but it's finally releasing. I'm surprised that they're actually making something like this, because originally I thought today's update news was about the brand new map, but as it turns out, it's actually some new gameplay mechanic that we're getting, and you know, I'm kind of astonished that we're actually getting ourselves something really nice. And then we also got vehicle health. If you guys don't know, vehicle health is actually in jailbreak, and currently you can't tell how much health a vehicle has without looking at the vehicle indicator. It's even easier to tell how much health a vehicle has nowadays because of the vehicle indicators. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself, like, I don't know, like a pistol. So if I shoot this car right here, as you can see, there is a gray number right there. It will turn orange, and that represents the vehicle being shot down. So there's that. What's up, T5 player? Hope you have a great day, man. Welcome to my stream. Yes, February is tomorrow. Some of you could be today, some of you could be yesterday. I don't know. But yes, Friday is nearly here. And what that means is season 19 is ending in 8 hours. Yeah, it's ending midnight EST. Everybody who's part of the top 2% will get the Royal Drift, unless if some random glitch happens that prevents you from getting the reward. So, there's that. Vehicle health is going to be very, very cool, and it's actually going to be amplified next update. So, different vehicles will have different health types. So not every vehicle is going to have the same one next update. But obviously some vehicles like the Tank and the Goliath already have those kind of large health bars, but we'll see. You're level 9 and you just can't get level 10, sadly. Hey, it's all good. I'm glad he had a good run, man. But it's alright. If you can't get level 10, you should go for the Frost Crawler if you want for collection. But aside from that, yeah, I guess wait till next season, see if you can get the Striker. Always best to try to grind the season as much as you can, so that way you don't have to worry about it late. Because the next thing you know, it'll be too late to grind a season and boom. Please spend you for 5 Robux. No thanks, man. Yeah, I don't need Robux. But speaking of which, I am going to actually make myself a brand new layered shirt. I actually found out that those shirts with white sleeves and like different colored main shirts are called layered. So I'm going to call that for the next shirt. And yeah, you get the Striker and then trade that. What I should do is grind on ults and then just keep the other Strikers, but since I already have every item in the game except for spinners, I don't think it would be worth doing that, but it would be sick either way. So normally in Jailbreak, when you swim in water, you are going to be able to live in it forever. So you can actually just swim in here as much as you want, and you do not need to worry about drowning. So there's that. But the next update is going to change that. So instead, there's going to be a breath meter that will show on top of yourself. I'm not sure if you'll be the only one who can see it, but you will be able to see your own health or meter bar or breath meter. So there's that. Striker and Parisian Ring Pink Power 1. Kind of reminds me of Minecraft. Yeah, it actually is like Minecraft. My own game, one of my own games, has a breath system. It's actually kind of difficult to script a health system, especially when you have to like calculate, like with raycasting, where the player's head's at. You have to actually submerge your head in the water for it to work, because if they don't, it won't work. So this is nice. I really like this change, and I'm not sure how long you can last in water without taking damage. But I think you can actually survive in the water for at least like 15 seconds before you start taking damage. But currently we don't have any information yet, so we'll just see how it goes. Alright, but anyway, so we got the bank done, and there's a crew capsule here. What's up, crew capsule? I haven't used some vehicles like the Beignet in a while. I actually haven't traded a Beignet for a few months. Neither did I trade for one. I think the last time I got a Beignet was, I don't remember, I think it was like mid-2021. Or, no, it was 2023. We didn't have trading in 2021. Yeah, it was before the beignets got duped. It was actually pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, did you buy all my merch? Really say more? I released a couple earlier in the year. What I should suggest you do is just check the Shrek Leaf store and see if there's any merch you haven't bought. If you want, I mean, you don't have to, but it's more than appreciated if you decide to do it. But anyway, so yeah, a breath meter is going to be pretty awesome. Player drowning is finally becoming a real thing. Not sure if you can drown in lava. I don't think you can, because obviously you will take damage in lava. But yeah, so let me go ahead and do a few things over here. Thanks for asking, man. Vehicle health is now unique to the vehicle and displays below your speed. So it will actually be a little bit more raised than the rocket fuel bar, which will show below the all new vehicle health bar, and I think that's actually kind of a cool change. So you have 2 bars to look at instead of just one. So this odometer got something new next update, which is nice. Large vehicles will have the most health, while small vehicles get the least. You just have to choose your escape vehicle wisely. You gotta choose what the best one suits you. After your birthday, you're gonna get the game pass for Jailbreak. Nice. I'm probably going to get some extra Robux next month, like usual. I think the health bar is how much health it has left until the tires pop or when it gets disabled. Pretty sure it is, because some people kind of pointed that out. Yeah, because obviously if the vehicle is going to get destroyed, then it wouldn't make any sense. Pretty sure vehicle health is just dependent on like how much health it has before its tires get popped. Or maybe it's something else. Oh, I don't know. It could be something else, but we're not too sure yet. I'll kind of explain it a little bit in the video and kind of clarify whether that's going to be the case or not. So, yeah. Eating dinner right now. I just had dinner a few minutes ago. I just had chili dogs for dinner. It was actually pretty nice. The fries were alright. I didn't really hate them or anything. The fries were too chewy. I don't like chewy food. Like extreme chewy. So, crunchy's my type. Alright, but anyway, let's go do the cargo train over here. There is a train car over here, and apparently we have to go for it. So let me go up here. I'm gonna open up the door. There you go. Yes, you're a YouTuber. Nice. Alright, what's up, Fahad? I hope you have a great day, man. Yeah, I'm itching a little bit. Sorry. But thank you guys for joining in. Drowning is pretty unexpected. Can't we see how these two will go? Yeah, it will be pretty cool. Just seeing how it will go next update. But, yeah. So, I think the vehicle health that just makes your tires pop, or your vehicle gets disabled if it runs out. But we'll see. Strikers can get so much popularity, and then it will go down to like 2 million. And that's pretty much every season vehicle nowadays. They just reach that same old value. Like, give some variety, please. There's like no incentive of giving it the same one. But yeah, not that major. Oh, yeah, just got a mountain refresh, season 20, and some new miscellaneous changes. Yeah, it's kind of bland. I wouldn't say the update was mediocre. It's not the worst, but the update's kind of small. I don't really like the fact that updates every month are small, but if you're thinking about IRL stuff, it kind of makes sense. So yeah, not really a fan of season 20. Season 20 is kind of like a hit or miss. It just depends on the designs or the prizes. If you like them, then the season's for you. Most people will judgmentally judge the vehicle based on statistics as well as proper design, because some people really love hypercars for season prizes. But let me explain this. For those who think hypercars should be season prizes, no vehicle has to be. Every vehicle has to have something unique about themselves. So don't try to ask the developers, and don't go try to tag them just because your own vehicle doesn't get released or something. All right. I understand that there might be some times where you feel like it should have released, but there are also a couple scenarios where we get like a hypercar or a supercar as a limited instead. So it's okay if we don't get it. It's just that everything has to be part of the season. So yeah, you have to join. We're just gonna go sleep. Oh, that's fine, Toster. Hope you have some good sleep, man. But yeah, just want to wish good night and good night to you, man. But with that being said, don't try to ask Casimo for a brand new hypercar for each season. If it's for limited, then fine. But if it's for the season, no. Just don't. It's not worth it at this point. Like, there are still people out there complaining about the hypercars not being super awesome season prizes. We don't need those vehicles. They should at least be limited. That's kind of like the problem, I see. With that said, though, I think the designs for most of the prizes this season are actually pretty good. I like the spiked tires especially. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, see you, Toster. I hope you have some good sleep. Get some good sleep. Yeah. Trading has to be a bit fixed. They have to show a button to check if the item you're trading is duped. Yeah, it would be nice, but obviously it's going to be very hard to script that out. And it's actually kind of hard to tell if something is duped or not, because most dupes are just way too similar. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know where I'm at on the leaderboard, I'm actually down here somewhere. Yeah, I'm on the leaderboard. I'm 6. So, by the end of the season, I'm actually not on first place this time. I'm kind of happy I'm not first place, because I was kind of tired of being first place for a little while. So, not being first place this season just makes sense. So, no. This season, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be 6, so it's all good. Alright, anyway. 2019 fall update changelog. Worst update in my opinion, but yeah, if I ever experienced an update, and if I had to guess what update was the worst in terms of experience, I would say fall 2019's update. It was definitely my least favorite. Update just literally added in a season that just only had cosmetics. It was just the most bland season we ever had. Yeah, so much stuff. I did not do RB battles on controller. No, thank you though. Yeah, I actually did RB battles on mobile. So some of you might be confused. So if you were wondering how I got the crown, what's it called, the golden crown of courage, I actually did this on mobile. So there's that. Jeez, I think the 2019 fall update was just kind of overhated. But at the same time, it does get the hate it needs, because that update literally dipped in popularity. It made Jailbreak decline for a reason. I would say that update just didn't really make any sense. With that said, though, we did get the dual rockets and UFO. I think those were alright. Yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken, back in RB Battle Season 3, I did almost everything on mobile because you can actually complete the event on mobile. So, yeah. Alright, let me try to do this little glitch. There we go. This glitch works. There you go. Yeah. Tankers and Bed Wars, you don't think he'll win any other RB battles if you're sure? Maybe not, but we'll see. Because in RB Battle Season 4, I'm not really going to try to just get all the items in there, but I will try to get a couple. So I'll still participate, just probably not going to aim for everything. Even if the winner wasn't the winner I picked. Because every season except for Season 1, I did actually end up picking the correct winner. So, we'll see. Why in the world was that all rocket fuel? That just felt a bit weird looking. But we did get 1,000, so... yeah, could have gotten going crowd, but you were sick, so you kind of annoyed about that. I felt bad for the people who didn't get it. I kind of felt a bit bad. I'm not jealous, but I felt a bit bad. Yeah, I don't want you guys to get jealous, but I think the crown is good, but I don't really find myself wearing it. It doesn't really fit with my avatar, so that's why I don't wear it as much. If it went limited, this item would actually be pretty decent in value, so yeah, because only 10,000 people have it, so there's that. 2019 fall update, terrible. Yeah, the update was garbage. The map itself was okay. I didn't hate the map. It's just the update itself that just added some horrible changes. There were a couple things I liked, but most of the update was horrible. I hated it. Power 1 get Bruley at this point? Probably, yeah, because Power 1 is currently high demanded, I think. Bruley is trash. Alright. 6 new rewards that were just spoilers. Simo, I'm glad you took notice and just like, oh, we're going to add rims instead and all those other prizes. You cannot just like add spoilers and call it a day. Because that season it could have just been called spoiler event because it literally was. It was nothing exciting. Most people weren't even excited for the actual prizes when they reached levels. It can get a lot more than Bruley can get Proto. Why does the Bruley have terrible demand, but its value still high? Might be the fact that it was actually the most expensive retired vehicle at the time, and so you have to pay like $500,000 to buy it. Or maybe it's just like a famous, most notorious vehicle at the time. When Trading released, so many people wanted the Bruley. That might explain it. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I had the Bruley before Trading released, but I traded it. I actually don't know what happened to it nowadays, but I would love to find it again. Yeah, if I get any information from someone about it, then I can look. Can't just add 6 spoilers to say we're done. Yeah, you can't call it a day when you just add 6 spoilers. You definitely got more to add. Now, I think back in the day, seasons were kind of short on the item count, as we had actually a lot less items, but even more levels to grind. And I know some of you might say Fortnite about that, but Fortnite already has like 1 reward for almost every level. Some Roblox games have season systems where you actually get a reward for each level, even if the levels are like extremely high. So Fortnite is a good example, even though it's not a Roblox game, but yeah. The passenger train vault only opens if the train stops. So if you make it stop, then it will open its vault. You can do this by stopping the train with train speed 0 in your private server, or you can just make it go to the train station. It will stop there too. Hey Alina, I hope you have a great day today. I didn't see you there for a second, but thank you for joining in. I am wearing shoes. Yeah, I'm not barefoot today. Yesterday, most of you didn't see me in the face cam yesterday, at least for my legs and feet. I was barefoot yesterday because it was very muddy out. Today it wasn't as much and my feet didn't get wet, so I'm not barefoot. Yeah, I'm wearing shoes. What's up, Links? I hope you have a great day, man. Welcome to my server, Stream. Every season was basically the same. The season system nowadays just feels kind of the same. Cool, but just different theme, different prizes. That's basically it. There's no variety, no diversification. But yeah. OG season 1 was the best. You only had like 2 spoilers, 2 rims, 2 vehicles. Yep, that season was great. Yeah, guys, I'm not barefoot. Trust me. Like yesterday I was. Here, I'll show you guys. Yeah, see, I'm not barefoot. I have shoes. If you guys seen that, yeah, I'm not wearing anything else. I'm just wearing shoes and socks. Okay. Just just note to myself, I'm not barefoot all the time. I mainly am barefoot when I take a shower or go to bed. Those are the only times I'm barefoot. Most of the time, I'm basically just wearing shoes. So, yeah. Just perfect. But I will say, though, there is one thing I do like about the newer seasons, and that is the fact that we have more prizes to get. I would say OG seasons were fun to grind in, but I understand why you can't just necessarily grind for the season nowadays. You just literally already have this stuff. Do I wear shoes around the house? Yep, that's what I do. I never go barefoot around the house unless if I take a shower or something. I think the key card crate was already picked up, so there's probably no point. Kind of sad that I can't chat on PlayStation or Xbox. Yeah, even with the teen rating, I still don't get why you can't chat. I think the reason's because you can actually have an under 13 account signed into your account on Roblox. So that might be the reason. I don't know, but I still find it a bit obnoxious you just can't do that. Oh, there was a key card. Okay, somebody didn't pick up the key card then. Thanks for the key card. Now we can do the bank next time. Alright, there we go. Yeah, apparently there was a key card. No one picked it up. I was surprised. I thought someone did already, but nope. I was able to clutch it. Thank you. But yeah, some of you probably already know this. I think Vici is barefoot for the majority of the time during his live streams. He just doesn't wear his shoes. I do not have Hyper Shift, but I do have plans to try to grind for another level 5 soon. I think the next level 5 I'll grind for is Yellow or Diamond. Yeah, that's my plan. Please check how many hours till the season ends. Sure. We only have 8 hours and 3 minutes. So, there you go. Used to play on Xbox, spend like 2 hours looking for a fix, and of course, there is none. I think Roblox had to comply with like child concerns and safety, so that's why they couldn't really have chat on consoles. I don't blame them, but at this point, if they're gonna like restrict under 13 counts on consoles, they should at least add chat back for those who are over 13. It would just make sense. But yeah, I did borrow the Hyper Shift for both of those videos, if you guys didn't know. There was one back in 2023, it was February. There was also one in October. I did borrow the Hyper Shift, so if I had let me use it for one video, Mr. Star allowed me to use it in another. So, yeah. Username is Mr. Vince with the 1. Oh, it didn't show there. My bad. Yeah, it's right there. So, you guys want to check it out? There you go. By the way, if you're on a controller, you can actually use a different device, and as you can see, it just like change up the controls. So these are all the controls on PC. These are the controls on console. This is actually the PlayStation edition. And some of you will be like, is that the PlayStation 5? No, that's the PS4. It would have been funny if that was the PS5 controller, but nah, that's the PS4. But yeah, because it is on PS5, but Roblox is actually mainly on PS4, so that's why. 7th? Yeah, I think you were on 7th. I don't remember. You were definitely a little bit lower than I am. Alright. No, I'm playing on PS5. This is a PS5. PS5 is a much faster device compared to PS4. Especially the fact that you can easily handle Roblox games on PS5. Vici occasionally mentions me in my live streams. Did I know? No, I actually did not know that. Yeah, Vici occasionally mentioning me in my streams was probably something I didn't even expect. Probably is like, oh yeah, Mr. Vince, I remember him. He used to be a pretty funny guy in my streams and just goes around and, you know, just trolls the trollers and was always the op guy. Yeah, if you guys didn't remember, I used to be a big fat op guy. I would always opt in to have opt in and just go crazy. Nowadays, not so much, but I used to be that guy. So, yeah. To be honest, you were expecting the Hammerhead to win as a level 10 prize. I actually didn't even know about the Hammerhead until the season prizes were announced. But I actually did thought that some of you know this, it's called the Tarantula. I thought it was going to win, but it didn't, and I was okay with that. The Striker was something I didn't even expect. Yeah. Nice, but yeah. You're about to get a new PC. You finally got a new PC, so you can play Jailbreak at more than 2 FPS. Congrats, man. I'm playing Jailbreak at 60. But yeah, the lens is ridiculous on the screen mirroring. So I'm going to get a new mini PC so I can hook it up to my PlayStation and finally be able to stream on PC. But it's going to take a while to kind of configure some things. So yeah, mentions me a lot when he's talking about saves. Wow, I didn't know that. Alright. They should make a race because it's kind of boring. What cars can't do like you're on the leaderboard for most races won. If you're top 100, you get a free car. It would be cool if we got a races, like a racing type leaderboard, like a racing type game mode. But obviously, some people are going to abuse it. They're going to hack, and it would be kind of out of hand. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. All right, well, there we go. I just got myself the bank 19.4%. That's okay. But there we go. Hope they make it limited, but you doubt it. I honestly think that there should be a reward for the police safe next. We don't have one for it yet, but I'm pretty sure we will in the future. I don't know what update will add that. I think it will be March. But yeah. What happened in 1881? I actually don't know. What did happen in 1881? What happened? I don't know. Alright, you go eat. Alright, no problem. I did spend a lot of money on saves, so maybe that's why he's mentioning me about it. I don't know, but yeah, that's true. 1881. Oh, nothing much. Okay. Okay, let's go back down, because the vaults are open. Yeah, I don't know why, but the code said 1881, and I was like, what? I remembered I did a live stream, and the code literally said 2019, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I was like surprised. They only did it for season 14 when the Parisian didn't win as a prize. They say to make it limited instead. I actually did not know the Parisian was a seasonal prize that was supposed to release. Yeah, until you mentioned that. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Proto won instead. I thought Proto was a good reward for the season. Some seasons, many people can agree on, but others, not so much. And then developers just kind of get them overheated, and they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Just deal with it. You know, yeah, all of that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and go over here. Trying to get back to Roblox. Okay, so this guy has actually said, Jetpack needs heavy rebalancing. Absolutely. Yeah, I do agree. They definitely need some balancing. Truth is, Parisian is a submission for season 14. So possibly the Hammerhead or the Tarantula. One of those vehicles will make it, so we'll see which one does. But yeah. Alright, I'm about to get kicked. There you go. Alright, let me go ahead and spawn in this car. I haven't used this car in a while. It's called the Wedge. The Wedge. Yeah, it's a nice looking car, I'm not gonna lie. I will say that it looks kind of hideous that the license plate was moved down, but there's that. Alright. I spent almost 100 million on saves. I was really broke. I tried to get the show classic. I got a lot of them. You got a level 2 pink. I can't see the chat though, so if you got a screenshot of it, please let me know. Alright. Oh my goodness, look at that. I got my legendary Zero Cash. It's my favorite. Okay, yeah, there we go. Simo's favorite car is the Torero. Yeah, I like the Torero. When it was first released, it was such a nice car. If you guys remember the release of this car, you had to actually go over to the river, at least the city. There was like a beam, and you had to go on the beam to buy the Torero for like 599,000. Nowadays, you have to trade for it, so. Cool car. They did update it in an update or so ago, but they actually updated the license plate of the vehicle, so it's now lowered. Not sure if that is realistic enough. It used to be like along with the headlights, but seeing it now being at the bottom just feels a bit weird. But I think some people suggested that, which I'm okay with, fairly. But for myself, I don't really use the Torero, so it's fine. But yeah, I do have a lot of these cars. Some of you really want me to drive one of them, but the only one I don't have is the free NASCAR, which sounds funny because apparently you could get this in one of the NASCAR events. Yeah, I would have gotten this back, but Asimo couldn't find a way to do it, so I couldn't get it back. But yeah, here are all of my favorite cars in the game. I even favorited Sentinel. I thought the Sentinel was a pretty cool car. Surus, I love the Surus too. I'm gonna definitely drive that a little bit more. Yeah. Paid NASCAR. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, see the paid NASCAR, this one right here? There are 3 NASCARs in Jailbreak. They should remove balancing system on trading. Yeah, it's a mix. They should at least revamp it or improve it or something. I don't think they should necessarily remove it because it's there for a reason. You miss the old Surus? I remember the Surus when it just like body rolls and goes crazy. Yeah. Surus was so cool of a vehicle. It's still good nowadays, but definitely not the best out there. It's a good car for families, you know, squads and all that, but yeah, this is the Surus. Yeah, it's so cool. It's just a pretty chill car. Has a glorious looking mustache. Fits well for the snow. Yeah, I would rather drive this than the Lambo if I had to choose. Because the Surus, I think it's slightly faster. I have to use the jailbreak vehicle database for vehicle calculating statistics. Yeah. Top speed got nerfed a lot. I'm going to have to look at the jailbreak vehicle database again. Yeah, because I don't remember what happened to this car. It's been a while. Most people don't even drive the Cirrus because it spawns at the town. I don't think the Cirrus spawns at the prison anymore. I actually kind of remember that a little bit. The Integrator does, not the Cirrus. Let me look. Arachnid or Torpedo as an OG or any other textures, you're a real OG. Yeah, I would be really OG for those textures if I didn't get banned from the game, because I had the bacon texture on this account, but I got banned, so I lost it. Same with the Mustang. I do have the OG Classic. That's like the only OG car I got back that was limited, but it was funny. Yeah. Do you have a live update idea? Nice. Please feel free to express it in the chat. 9% battery. Mine's at 74. My phone was about to die earlier. I was like at work, and apparently my phone was like at, I don't remember, it was at close to 19% or something. It was about to die, so I had to charge it, and now it's at like 70%. It's called 2012, based on the movie of the same name. I think a live event would be cool for this year. I don't know if we will get one this year, but if we do, I think what they're going to do is slightly revamp many things on this map. They're probably not going to expand it unlike 2022. So, yeah, 2022 we did get a big map expansion, but probably not this year. Might be just like 2020 where some of them, no, actually it was 2018. We're going to probably just get like some map changes and stuff. So, we'll just see. But, yeah, 2018 we actually just only got like a city revamp and some other changes. But we'll see how that goes. You missed your OG Arachnid Brutally Noticed you regret trading them away. Yeah, I kind of regret trading some things away. I remembered. I could try to get them back. I know some people have mine, but I'm going to have to contact them, see if they can do it. Yeah. Earth's crust destabilizes, causing a massive earthquake that destroys most of the jailbreak. Volcano erupt, violently explodes, and finally tsunami washes away the map. Sounds like 2020 a little bit, but with the introduction of the oceans. So that would be cool. Instead of heavy rain, we just get like a big fat tsunami. Just get crashing onto the map. We need a city criminal base revamp. I think so too. Yeah, the original version looked alright. I liked it. But the new version, it just feels kind of bland. So the original version, I mean, should come back with some revamp changes and all that. So we'll see how it goes. But anywho, we're about to do the museum next. So if I go back to trading, which I probably won't today, but if I do, I'll show you guys the classic, because I do have an OG classic. I don't think I favorited it in here. Oh yeah, I did. There it is. Yeah, if you guys know what this one is, you're an OG. Most of you should get this right. If you know what this is, it's literally right there. That's the name of the car. Yeah, OG Volcano will be missed. The OG Volcano was cool, but I'm glad the Volcano expanded. Like, it was much taller now. Simo hasn't retired any other cars that were obtainable. Yeah, he just revamped every single one, except for the bikes. And the jet ski. So. Do you guys know what this car is? It's so easy to guess it. Oh, I know. It's called the, Boomer. Yeah, that's what it's called. Boomer. Buggy, ATV, patrol, dirt bike, jet ski, cruiser, and sloop all didn't get revamped, despite the releases before 2021. So, kind of interesting right there. I think the ATV deserves either a revamp or a retirement, so another ATV vehicle gets replaced, or at least replaces the current ATV. ATV definitely needs to be changed up in a future update, because the current ATV we have is actually very glitchy. I mean, it's not bad, but it's actually super glitchy in some situations. So, yeah. The car I showed you guys was literally called the Classic. It was so easy to guess, because it literally was just called a Classic. But yeah, that was the only OG car that is unobtainable, and I managed to get it back. It was like an old car. It was added back in the museum update when we got the museum. It was only around for like, how long has it been? It's been like, actually, yeah, it's been like almost 4 years. And then retired. So, cool little backstory there. I actually thought the Classic retired in 2020. The vehicle itself retired in the museum revamp update, which surprised me a little bit. But yeah, the museum that we have today, so there's that. All these disasters based off the movie. You've seen 2012 a couple times. Man, 2012, the year itself was super crazy. I remember that year a little bit. Yeah. Classic retired along the airtail. Yeah, the airtail retired too, which kind of surprised some people, but Simo didn't like it, so he retired it. And then we had no McLarens available, and nowadays there are none. So you can no longer buy any McLaren. Unless we get another one for a limited time, then you can get one. We had the MCO, retired. Then we got the Snake, it retired. Excuse me. And then I think that was it. I don't remember if there was another. Did we get another McLaren type vehicle yet at the time? Or because the last one we got was the Snake. So I don't remember. Let me look. I don't think so. I think I got them all. Yeah. We did have Megalodon, but that was about it. So, yeah, I think that was the last one we got. Alright, anyway, let's go do this real quick. Alright, so I'm back at the Jailbreak Vehicle Performance Database, and I'm going to be going through the Cirrus and the Lambo, see which is faster. So, if I go to Lambo, Stakes Live, I haven't watched Stake in a while. I need to go watch some YouTubers for quite some time. Thing is, I got addicted to watching cooking videos, so I don't know about that. Anyway, the Airtail used to have a broken engine sound, but they changed it back to normal. Oh yeah, Airtail was so broken, it was nerfed by a heavy amount. Anyway, the Lambo is at 177 miles per hour, so it's good. Is the Cirrus any better for its price? Yes, but only by 2 miles per hour. The Cirrus is slightly faster. So, is it more reliable to use Cirrus? Yeah, you can't spawn in, but definitely. Alright. Unless if you have the Pro Garage. Honestly, they should include the Cirrus as a vehicle you can spawn in, even though it's like literally 9,000 cash more than the Lambo. So it sounds weird we can't even spawn in despite the fact it's close to 100k. Yeah, they had to like literally remove it from the garage for those without the Pro Garage. It just doesn't sound right. But yeah, the Cirrus is actually slightly better. Oh yeah, that is the free NASCAR for those who didn't know. Free NASCAR, so scary. Yeah, I don't have that. But guess what? The free NASCAR, compared to the other NASCARs we have in Jailbreak, is the worst of the three. Because, if I can find the NASCAR free, the speed is 147 as of today. And yes, that is actually true because of the Jailbreak vehicle base. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link to the chat. It got nerfed to 140 miles per hour. I remember that. It was super interesting. Seeing it just got nerfed. I remember driving it last year. It was so weird looking at it. Yeah. They should make the Megalodon a little bit faster since its price was like 300,000. Megalodon's speed nowadays is a whole lot better than the speed back in 2020 or like earlier. But now it's a beast. Back in the day, it was super slow. But for its price, if the Megalodon was that speed during that time, it would have actually been worth getting the car. It was like any better than the Stallion, but obviously the Stallion's faster. So yeah, I think the Megalodon should get a slight buff again. So it's kind of comparable to the, at least the NASCAR 100K. So it would actually be a little bit comparable. Because Megalodon was really slow, and then it got buffed dramatically over time. So it would make sense. NASCAR 75th, I believe, is slightly faster. If I go ahead and do this. NASCAR 75th goes a little bit faster by only like 1 mile per hour. So just a little bit. Just a little bit. And in NASCAR 100K, unsurprisingly, is the fastest. It goes up to 210 miles per hour. Yeah. I do have the original NASCAR tires, and I don't really use them anymore, but there is a way to get them. You need to either have one of the NASCARs from the NASCAR event from 2021, or just get yourself the tires from purchasing them. I think they were like 10,000 cash, I don't remember. Give me 3,000 cash, please. It doesn't want me to get it. Yeah. I just realized I just reached 3,000 miles on this car or vehicle. That's a lot. But yeah, I did. So let me go ahead and do this. 512, 993. What was that? Is that like a amount of cash you have or? Okay, so NASCAR. Where's it at? There's NASCAR 75th. Regular NASCAR, I think it's actually up here. Yeah, I think it was like, yeah, it was 20,000. I don't remember. They're limited. NASCAR tires with the NASCAR makes total sense. Not the 75th. Talk about this one. This is the regular NASCAR from 2021. NASCAR 1. Woo! I love this car. It's my favorite NASCAR. I'm gonna drive this forever. It's the best. I love it. Alright, there you go. Blue 50 tires. Alright, well, anyway, let's go do the tomb. Tomb it is. Yeah, you can no longer get them. Alright, let's go do this, shall we? Alright, about to do the tomb. Come on, come on, come on. Don't glitch, don't glitch. Thank you. Alright. Here we go. Alright. They try not to take damage. Impossible. I can't. I'll take a lot of damage in the tomb. Alright, yeah. Let's see. Brutally just dropped to 6 million and 6.9 million. Wow. I remember the Brutally was like 10 million and then its value was dying out. Imagine if Brutally reaches 1 million. That would be funny. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, anyway, let's go do the bridge. Alright, we're off to a good start. Beignet 60 million and Beignet dropping bad, man. Yeah, Banana Car, everyone's gonna be like, Banana Car's the best. Oh man, I don't know how much the Banana Car is right now. I think it's like 20 million. People are randomly picking cars just for them to become valuable. Yeah, I know I have to use GB values because I don't really know much. Look at the Banana Car. It's even more into the Celsius. That's funny. Yeah, Celsius dropped to 20 million. People are out of their minds nowadays. Sure, we got new stuff, but we got so much stuff to deal with. It's just crazy. Alright, sorry about that. Torpedo is at 37. Oh, wait, what happened to the beam? Look at the beam. It just dropped to 30 million. Holy cow, beam. You good? No way. Beam is dying. That's crazy. Yeah, the rarest car actually is dying again. Icebreaker, 25 million. Arachnid, 25 million. Like, surprisingly, these cars are so easy to get nowadays, if you have enough concepts. Well, except for the Torpedo. But, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know how the Torpedo is, like, rising up, even though there are a lot of dupes for it. I don't think I have a dupe Torpedo now, but I used to have one. I didn't even know it was duped. But now I don't. I don't think I do. But, yeah. And then the beam, like, the value of it is dead. It's like pure dead. It's not going to probably go up anytime soon. No one likes it anymore. After realizing so long. Longhorn dipped. Yeah, Longhorn just dipped so much, man. So many cars were good, and now they're like, nah, no one cares anymore. Just dip them. 513 million. Let me check real quick. Ooh, nice. GG's. Excuse me. Raptor, 15. Javelin 13, Proto 12, Crew Capsule 12, Power 1. Oh, yeah, Power 1 can definitely get you a Bruley. There's no doubt. JB8 7.5. JB8 kind of stayed the same. It wasn't really like anything changed about it, aside from demand. Bruley is just dropping. It's slower than the JB8, which is funny because I think back in the day, Bruley was actually the value of the JB8. But now, yeah, it's not. You could also get a Raptor from a JB8. That's crazy. But now you can't. Raptor is much more valuable. M12 Molten kind of stay the same. Volt 4x4 stay the same. Macaron literally can now actually get you a Volt 4x4. I didn't even expect the Macaron to be that good. Oof, some of these vehicles just rose so much. But yeah, that's basically what happens nowadays. Some things go random. JB has been the same since trading released. Aside from it not having a value at the time, JB just kind of stayed the same. Demand-wise, not so much. Some vehicles literally just haven't changed since trading's release. JB8 is a good example. The vehicle that literally stayed the same. Torero, I think it stayed the same. It just didn't change. Demand, not so high. It just been the same. Parisian went to 3 million. Shogun, it's doing okay. Ancient is like the same. Rattler's the same. Torero's the same. I remember when Rattler literally just tried to be more than its value right now, but now it's not. It just went the same. Torero just kind of was dipping a little bit. It kind of went back to its original value. Alright, there we go. We got ourselves 1,000 cash again. I actually made a recording yesterday, and it didn't actually make it, but if I can actually revive it, I will make a short on it and probably send you guys it tonight. But when I was making the video, I actually went ahead and recorded myself robbing the cargo train and almost got a hyperchrome. So I'll show you guys that maybe today if you guys want to see it. Probably will edit it after the stream and just release it for you guys. Recently I've been making more shorts, but those shorts aren't really like trendy, so the shorts are more like kind of gameplay based, so it's kind of good for me to do that. I don't really care about popularity anymore. I just want to kind of make them for fun. But yeah, the infamous cargo plane glitch where you get stuck in the plane on controller or console. Yeah, it happens. It didn't happen to me not even one time this stream, so I don't know if it'll happen again. I think this was the third time robbing the plane today, but I don't know. Revive Bruley, please. Revive the Bruley. Let's see how it goes. Concept same, demand dead. Bandit, Goliath, Poseidon, Aperture, Carbonera, Airtail, Snake, Tiny Toy. Tiny Toy's $1 million now. Bloxy, Longhorn, Jackrabbit. Why are the running vehicles like lower? That's interesting. Okay, SUV, Porsche, Steed, Mini Cooper, Classic. You know, those. Some of these didn't change. Yeah. What about textures? I haven't seen them in a while. Most of them just kind of stayed the same. Some of them dipped. Yeah, armor dipped. I can see that. Trips started to slowly rise. Snowstorm started to dip because winter's getting close to being over. It's going to end in March. So I can see Snowstorm dipping eventually. It's at 8 million because of winter. So I'm not surprised if it actually goes up. When am I ending stream today? I'm not sure yet. I'll probably stream for another couple minutes and I get you guys to let you know. I feel like I'm going to continue because I think we're doing alright so far. Alright. That is not going to be a hyperchrome, will it? Nope. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You should check the spinner rim. It died so badly that I can easily get it. Let me check. Oh, look at this dude. Hey, the spinner rim owners are going to get jealous of me now because I get the best rim now. That's so scary. This is the best rim in value now. Joke's on you, spin rim owners. I feel bad for them, though. But look at this. This is the best. This is the most valuable. You're telling me this right here is the best. Just by a little bit. I can't wait to see spin rims drop so much that I can actually get them in trading without having to trade much. Yeah, what hyper can actually get me this at the very lowest? Oh, whoa. The hyperchromes actually started to dip, too. Ooh, holy cow. Let's see. 30 million equivalents. Hyper range level 4. Okay, so most of these are like level 4, level 5, so yeah. It is still dropping. I can't wait, man. Eventually, if it drops so much, I will be able to get them in trading in no time. Yeah, it's like going to be the easiest thing I can get in my life. I can't wait to see that. And at Void Rims, people are going to want them. So, yeah, we just see how it goes. Let me despawn the train, and then hopefully we get the classic robberies. I hope it's classic. Please. Please. I want the Rising City Bank to open up. Ah, that's okay, though. Alright, let me get another vehicle that people don't use that much. Let's see. This one. I was kind of hesitant on that. This vehicle that literally exists in jailbreak and no one uses it pretty much. You would mainly only see this vehicle in trading, but most people in jailbreak nowadays don't have this vehicle. You have no idea how this vehicle was actually good at one point. The one thing that made it better than most of the other vehicles at this time was this feature. This was the first vehicle with this feature. And a funny thing is, you don't have to lean out of your window. Instead, you just sit where you're at and you can hold a gun and you still sit in your seat. You don't have to like, or you have to, you just, boop. Yeah. The Porsche still does that today. I think that's like the only vehicle with this. I don't know. Some vehicles have that kind of technique too. It's like a convertible. Are the thrusters dropping? I don't know, because I'm not too sure. Are they? They dropped a little bit. The last time they were like 45 million. I think they are dropping a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, because most of the spoilers that are actually pretty OG or good now seem to be like dropping a little bit. I don't know. Used to be highest demanded, but Let me see. It was mass duped. Oh yeah, that's unsurprising. It was mass duped. Yeah. Void is dropping too. Well, I got the plot twist. You make fun of fidget spinner owners, and with the void rim. So the next thing you know, your own rims start dropping. But you end up trading for thrusters, and they also dipped. That's so sad. You have OG void and thrusters. Well, I guess you're in luck, man, because I actually do have my OG thrusters, thanks to Freddy, but I don't have my void rims back. I think I will get them soon. I think I remember trading them. I don't know if I did it in the live stream. I think I traded them for the torpedo. I remembered a little bit. Yeah, I wanted the torpedo. Then I got banned. Kept the torpedo, Tiny Toy Jackrabbit, and a few others, like the Bloxy as well, when I got unbanned, and eventually was able to grind for everything for like a few months. So, yeah. But it seems to me thrusters might be dying out. I have Void and they're dying too. Oh my goodness. What's next? What's going to be the most valuable item now? Like, rim-wise. We're talking old. Are we talking about, like, RTX? Because RTX is 17 million. Are they going to die too? Next thing you know, every single item in Jailbreak is dying. You can easily get every item in the game. So, we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, the most valuable thing is literally at, like, 130 million. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Like, my inventory has literally, like, reached its dead point because of that. And Torpedo just finally became the most valuable car again, despite the dupes. Yeah, it's crazy. Surprised they did dupes for those, but not like anything else. Hyper Orange Level 4 can actually get you a thruster spoiler, but due to its demand, I don't know if you can necessarily get them. Both thrusters in Level 4 might be kind of fair because both are kind of dying in demand, but I don't know. Yeah, if I get Hyper Green Level 4, then I can definitely get thrusters, but... Or, I mean, spinners, but I don't know. I'm trying to get myself the spinner rims again. So, let me go ahead and get myself, what's in our car? Oh, yeah, this one. The SUV. Retired. Yeah, this is the SUV. Dun, 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 dun. SUV. Yeah, just cruising in the SUV. Whew. Don't tell me the code is 2019 again. Vanta Black took over Beignet again. It did. Let me look. I'm going to laugh at the Beignet owners. 2409. Okay. Vanta Black at 17 million just kind of stayed the same. Yeah. Gold? Look at gold. Gold is like never changed. It just stayed the same. Like, yeah, I'm going to keep myself balanced. No wonder. Jailbreak's economics goes so wild. It's going through a recession. I don't know why, but Jailbreak's economy actually taught me the real life economy. That literally just made me feel like I learned about the stock market, I learned about economics, I learned about recessions, I learned about depressions. Man, this game literally taught me everything about marketing. It's just crazy. Yeah, playing Jailbreak for the market, it just makes sense, to be fair. But anyway, let's go do the casino. You can get a beignet from a Vanta Black again. That's actually kind of wild. I'm not going to lie. You used to be able to do that until Beignet just took it over. Now you can do it again. So there's that. Alright. The same exact robbery group is happening again. That's wild. Alright, well, I only got about 3,700, but I didn't mind it. I just needed some money from the casino. I guess it was better than nothing. Something over nothing. Alright, let me do this real quick. But yeah. Guess the main reason I haven't really traded that much is just the fact I have everything. There's really no point in going for anything else. Sure, I would have done giveaways and all that, but I'm not the giveaway guy, and I like to be nice to people, but I don't like doing giveaways. I don't want people going to kill me over giveaways. So, kind of that little reason, but at the same time, I don't really have the ease to just like get everything, and I'm not very rich at the time. Yeah, if you remember watching my streams from 2022, you would have definitely seen me with a broke inventory. Because, yeah, before trading release, my inventory was actually fairly rich. It had, like, everything in the game except for a few things. So much so to the point where nowadays, that is actually true. In fact, most of you didn't know this. Probably not myself either. My inventory is significantly richer than my inventory before trading released. That meant I have everything that I had before trading released except for one thing. And that one thing I'm gonna laugh at myself for this one. Is this one. That is the only thing I did not get back since I got banned. This bad boy right here. And up to this day, I'm still trying to get it. But I think it's just because of the fact that, you know, some of these vehicles just have a different pricing system, so it makes sense. Okay, anyway, so trading is finally going for a recession. Many things have dipped, other things not so much, but trading is going to be amplified and it's going to be better. Many people have been asking for a custom value system, but we'll see. Asimo also made this tweet. I haven't really mentioned it, but he said, hiding in an endless sea of water is so lame. What else should be balanced? And he kind of wants us to know what things should be balanced. I think this year, Jailbreak is going to focus on polishing and balancing. So I'm going to expect that. Yeah, so we're going to see some balancing. And yeah, well, I think the one thing that definitely needs to be balanced is probably the jetpack. Because honestly, the jetpack is good, but it still needs some balancing. There are already a couple of glitches with it, and it's still pretty overpowered. Yeah, take my word for it. 2019's jetpack was by far the most overpowered thing in Jailbreak history. Like, I'm not even kidding. Not even the Volt Bakes can compare. If we're talking about the old ones, definitely. But if we're talking about the new ones, no. The old Volt Bakes with the jetpacks were literally the strongest thing in the game. Oh wait, we already got that. Never mind. Sorry, I thought we didn't. All right, let's go. All right, anyway, let's go down here. Sorry, Mr. Jeffrey, I didn't even realize we already got that done. All right, anyway, let's go do the casino. They're also overpaying for the Brazen for laser cannon. Laser cannon, dude? Laser cannon rims? They're trying to overpay for them? Are you serious? Dude, you could just go for the Parisian. Yeah. Nerf pistol is so OP. Give me the plasma pistol, please. Okay, so here's the plasma pistol. Oh yeah, that's a bad boy. This is so good of a weapon. You can literally kill NPCs in this game with it. Not talking about the bandits or the CEO, but Asimo, Bat CC, the trading guy. You can kill those in the game. I'll show you guys in a bit, but unless if I don't have the chance to. Still, this weapon is OP. I love the weapon. If you have bad aim, though, this weapon can actually be a bit annoying to use, especially with the lightning strikes. Still have my OG Katie Ultra Rim. Nice. I don't have my OG Laser Cannon Rim on this account. I traded it. I don't remember what I traded it for. I think I traded it for pixel texture, but yeah. Plasma Pistol's reloading time is about the speed of the Uzi, so it's kind of fast. I might have to do a little comparison. Let me quickly give myself the Uzi. Okay, so here's the Uzi. Most of you probably don't know what this is. I guess I don't think a lot of you use it. Here's the speed of it. Yeah, it's kind of comparable, but the Plasma Pistol is slightly faster. I can definitely kind of see a little difference there. Yeah, it's even easier to tell which weapons have the faster like reloading time and stuff. So, there's that. Did I do the bank yet? I don't think I did. I don't remember. Wait, yeah, I did. All right. Anyway, yeah, plasma is just pure skill. Yeah, if you have good aim, you can definitely use it. Minigun and Celestial Swap Band and Goliath Soon and Striker need a revamp. Asimo was already aware of that. He's going to do it in the summer. He's going to revamp it. Definitely will buff it because, you know, the turrets are not that convenient for shooting down things like cops and criminal cars, so there's that. What else do they say? Remove the glitch where you use the flintlock and jump over the gap in the corridor bank vault. Too overpowered. Rob multiple jewel gems and gem floors and get IP. This guy's gonna get hated on. Oh boy, this guy can be like, guess gems are intentional, so many people posted videos about them and they remove them. Oh, maybe they are intentional. Yeah, but robbing them multiple times sounds a bit interesting. One weapon that needs to be fixed. The minigun. We need the minigun fixed. Can't wait to add a gun that is so small, you can't even see it. Corridor Vault itself is a pretty bad vault. Tall avatars can jump into the pit and then jump back out. Oh, you know what I should ask Asimo about? This. They need to fix this. You can't give yourself Nerf weapons. Yeah, I don't know. I need to ask Asimo this. All right, let me do that. All right, I have been holding on to this. It's about time I ask Simo about this. All right, Simo, can you allow? Oh, hold on, let me rub this. Give me rocket fuel, please. Thank you. All right, there we go. No, not that. All right, let me go ahead and go to the ship. Is this guy going to go to the military base or the? Okay, I think he's going to the military base. It's fine. All right, give me the Black Hulk, please. All right, I'm gonna ask him this. Most of you guys with the Nerf weapons will be very happy about me telling him about this. Can you allow ops to and private server owners? Let me see. To give Nerf weapons via the admin console. Alright, yeah, that's actually a good question to ask. Alright. Yeah, let me ask Simo about that. I think he will do that. I don't think anyone has actually asked Simo about this, so I'm gonna do it today. Alright, that's if they own it. Yeah, that would be a nice suggestion to ask. As long as they own the weapons. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me ask Simo about this. Alright, Simo, please tell me if you're going to add this next update. I think the reason why you can't give them is because you can't drop them, and the fact that their system is kind of weird. Similarly, Nerf weapons should actually be droppable, because they're also like other weapons and you need to own them. But I think the system for getting the weapons are probably a bit broken, so I guess it makes sense. But at the same time, they need to kind of revise like the Nerf weapons, how they work. But yeah, I think no one asked Asimo about that, so yeah, I haven't asked Asimo about that in a while, so I'm going to actually ask him again. Yeah, this is one feature that I would love to see released, because yeah, giving out Nerf weapons via admin commands would be awesome. I'm going to try out next update and see if it works. Because they might have actually been aware of this, but I don't think they were. Alright, that's not going to be rocket fuel, will it? Alright. No. I actually thought that was rocket fuel. Alright, well, with that being said, I am actually kind of close to 20 million. If you guys haven't saw my cash amount for a while, I am actually close. So, we're going to continue grinding. We're almost there. I'm going to try to hit 20 million today, and we'll see if I reach it. Mazebot's crew. Alright. When a pistol is better than a minigun, it's just sad. A minigun is worse. That's true. Alright, well, anyway. We're about to rob the hub tomb. Alright, give sword just in case. There we go. Oh, yeah, by the way. I'll try that little trick, for those wondering. Where you can actually shoot down the NPCs with the pistol. Talking about the NPCs that are stationary, not the bandits. Alright, whoa, I almost got hit by that. Alright, let's go do this. Can you do the glitch on controller? Oh, you can. Okay, so it works on controller. It's not as good. It definitely is a little bit more precise, but it definitely works. Alright, let's go do this. Boing. Alright, good timing. Let's go do it. Yeah, I'm on controller. It works. Alright, there you go. So yeah, I did the tomb over here. I'm going to go ahead and get inside. Run as fast as you can. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Boing. Alright. I'm a very fast robber. Alright. Yeah, I'm like a roadrunner. Alright. Nothing on Twitter yet. I call it Twitter. It's not called... Yeah, it's called X, but I still call it Twitter. I think they're okay with you calling it Twitter. It's fine. Alright, well, anyway. I'm going to get inside the cart. Well, anyway. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if they're going to do it. I don't think a lot of people will mind it, but it would be a nice little change. Alright, let's go to the left. Please don't go to the right, will you? Thank you. Alright, anyway. Streaming for too long. I think I did this once. I used to stream for about close to 4 hours, I think. I need to check out what was my longest stream. I definitely streamed for a long, long time. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so... Yeah, Roblox released an update that made the face accessories 50 Robux again. Oh no! Roblox increased the price for their own as well. Oh, rip. I don't know why they did this. I'm kind of confused. Alright, anyway, let's go over here. So now we just need to wait for this to be over. The tomb should end in just a minute. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, the beam hybrid. So this is the beam. Season 1. Yeah, if you remember this, you're just like playing Jailbreak in 2020. You got the beam for the first time, and you're just driving this in the city, and you see it's snowing. Oh man, it gave me some good memories right there. Yeah, this was 2020. You had the beam, you're like the only person with it. It was actually some good time right there. Hey, CS, nice to see you, man. Hope you have a great day today. Welcome to my live stream for today. I will most likely do a live stream throughout the week, so please expect another one tomorrow as well. So, not going to do a streak on February, but I will be streaming at least a few times to see if everything works out. So I'll be streaming for the next few days and then take a break, probably a week break again, and then I'll be back. Because I do also want to have my birthday party assigned, and I need to like get my gifts for my birthday, like usual. So do that real quick. But yeah, got some plans. And not to mention, I am also working on a brand new, what was it called? The brand new layered shirt. It's not a layered clothing item, but it is actually just a layered shirt. Basically, it's a type of shirt with like two shirts on top of each other, like kind of an overlap. But basically, one of them is a t-shirt. It's like overlapping a long sleeve, and I wanted to add that to the selection because I am kind of tired of having a lot of jackets in the store. So I'm going to be adding the first layered jacket of the year. Because layered coat, or layered shirt. Yeah, that's what it's called, not layered jacket. Yeah, I don't think anyone does a layered jacket. Oh, no. Gliders offer a great way to glide across the map. Oh, thanks for letting me know. I'm going to use one after I finish the jewelry store, so I can rob it without having to get a car. Yeah, this tooltip, or this tip, literally told me to do that. Alright, well, thank you. I'm going to do it real quick. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we're robbing the jewelry store with a glider. That's nice. Alright, gliders are much more amplified nowadays. Alright, let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We just robbed the jewelry store with a glider. And we got 1,000 cash for that. Nice. Alright, there you go. No, I did not get UGC access yet. And unfortunately, I can't because I'm not ID verified. So I need to be ID verified first. I think when the public UGC releases, I'm going to have to publicly ID verify myself, and then I can actually do that. So I have to wait a bit. Sorry, though. Seeing a female on the stream is super rare. Oh, yeah, most girls don't really, or women in this case, wouldn't really show up in these type of streams. Women aren't really interested in gaming. But, yes, some can. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, but I will always tell myself this. Get a girl or a girlfriend who loves to play video games. Yeah. A little small point there. Women sometimes just don't really mind gaming. You're the only one here. Yeah, it happens. It's all good. You know, I want to get a girlfriend who actually streams and plays video games too. It'll be nice if I have that kind of girl. We'll see. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna rob the bank. Creekcraft. Alright, well, we'll see how I can kill. We're about to commit a crime as a criminal. This is a for real crime. Aside from robbing. Yeah, robbery counts, but we're gonna do another type of crime. No, it's not at a cop. We're not doing it at a cop. We will later, but we're talking about here. Okay? We're gonna go on a little hunt. We're gonna snipe down a CMO, and we're going to torture the NPC. Alright, here we go. Alright, 20% to guaranteed hyperchrome. That's nice. Alright, let's go find them. Let me spawn in a car. Let's see. Jackrabbit. Oh yeah, the Jackrabbit. Alright, driving the Jackrabbit. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'll get the Gray and Pixel after the season, and I don't think I will. Mayspot's crew is not listed on there. But I'm pretty sure it's because his crew isn't active in battles, so that's probably why. It was first place at some point, but I think his crew is not going to get the grading pixel because they're not on the leaderboard. I don't know if that's true, but that's just dependent on crew ranking. Or maybe our crew will, because as you can see, there's no question mark on that. So we might, but I have no idea. I'm the only one online too, so that's kind of funny. All right, you should use the rattler. Yeah, I could. All right, Simo. Someone already killed him. Are you serious? Give me the 3,000 cash, please. If you don't give me 3,000 cash, I'm gonna zap you. Okay, I'm done. You're done. I'm done with you. Yeah, that's what you get. How dare you, Asimo? How dare you? Yeah, you can't even give me 3,000 cash. No. Don't ban me, Asimo. It was meant to be a joke. No. Wait, is there actual fire there too? Wait, someone actually put fire there again? No. That's what you get. Yeah, how dare you? Alright. Yeah, you did. He's been sleeping for months, and now he's being cooked. Yeah, he's gonna be fried eventually. Alright, somebody probably went to the donut shop and killed Bat CC there too. I don't know. Anyway, so this is the Rattler from Season 4. Talk about new Season 4, not OG Season 4. Because that season didn't have anything, but spoilers. And rocket fuel. This is the Rattler. Wait, hold up. Should I go to the power plant because it's gonna open? Probably. Alright, first let me go to Bat CC. He's dead, is he? Don't tell me he's dead. Someone actually killed both Asimo and Bat CC. Oh my goodness, this guy is really a big fat murderer. He go on a strike to kill every single developer in the game. This guy just oofed every NPC he could find. He got like a big bounty for a reason. He got even more bounty than every criminal combined. He has like 80,000 bounty for like killing all those guys. They even killed the collectors. That's funny. Alright, let me go quickly rob the power plant. Alright, please be easy. Alright, easy puzzle. Let me quickly do this. Alright. Virtual Cursor sucks, but it's not like anything too horrendous. Alright, sorry about that. I have to go rob it real quick. Yeah, the new layered shirt I'm so excited to make. It's still in production. I want to get it done before I go to bed. So you will probably see it released tomorrow, not today. But my avatar will change tomorrow. So that's my plan. And then I think I'll change it again in March, but I'm not sure. It just depends. I will particularly do a little tradition where every month I at least change my avatar in some shape or form. So rip my 10 Robux. But also rip my Robux on the Season Pass and the private server taxes. Because I have to pay them every 8th of each month. So, rip. But that's okay. Alright, let's go escape and get ourselves out of here. We're going to go rob the power plant. I think I did not rob the power plant today. So, this was my first time. Oh, yes. And, again, I will mention this. The season is ending tonight at 12 a.m. EST. So, anyone who's part of the top 2% will get the Arroyo Drift if there are no glitches that will prevent you from getting it. Because if they are glitches, the developers will try to fix it up. So, there's that. What is my pity on this right now? Let's see, 55.1. Alright, that's not going to be a hyperchrome, will it? What in the world? Another hyperchrome just showed up. Alright, well, there you go. I keep saying that because I always feel like I'm going to get it from saying that. Alright, Passenger Train, you're next. Oh, no, I'm not getting hit by one. Alright, no. Alright, let me stop this real quick. Alright, Mr. Train, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Let me see. Okay, nothing on X yet. I think Asimo's just a bit busy or something. Alright, let's go grab some of these. Lost Book. What's Lost Book? Let me see. The game's still happening? Probably. Alright, yeah, this guy just went and killed like every single NPC in the game. What about the police officers on top of the mesa? That's a good question. Alright, that's not going to be hyperchrome, will it? Alright, let's go over here. I was close to 3,000 cash. There is a way to get on there without a helicopter, but there's one vehicle I need to get. Yeah, we're going to need this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the police officer's on this mesa, right? Actually, probably not. No, I remember. They were actually on this one over here. Yeah, they are. Alright, well, anyway, we gotta find a way to climb up here. Desert Crawler is actually pretty decent for off-roading, so gotta find a way to climb up here without a helicopter, I guess. But I'm doing it wrong. I have to actually get on this cliff. Alright, here we go. Come on. Come on. I knew you could do it. Yeah, there we go. Alright. That was pretty decent. Can I kill the police officers up here? Okay, it works, but their health bar is not there. Wait, hold up. Why is your hair so shiny? Like, what is their hair made out of? Never realized this. What's wrong with their hair? So you can still deal them damage, but they don't take any damage. Their health is not shown. So it works, but nothing. Oh yeah, and by the way, you can die from this campfire. Gotta let yourselves know that. You will take some damage from touching the campfire. If in case you get up here, you have to be careful with it. And this tent is just another one of those tents. Kind of cool, but gotta be careful with that campfire. Okay, anyway. So no, you cannot actually kill the police officers. Yes, they're immune, but they will still take damage a little bit. Anyway, let's go to the mansion because it's not open yet. But if I go to the back, alright, there is something over here. So, most of you didn't know this, but there's a star Easter egg in the mansion back, and you can find it here. So most of you also didn't know there was a pole over here. And I think you can do the jet ski glitch with this one. I could be wrong though, but I believe you can. Let me be a cop because I think I'll be done soon. Alright. So let me go ahead and do this little doohickey thing. I hate doing this, but I have to. That was very strong too. But let me do this. Okay. So I'm going to go to the Black Hulk. Is that my desert crawler? What is it doing here? Alright. Somebody probably stole my car and just drove over to get the Black Hulk instead. That's okay. That's fine. Alright, let me just get a decent vehicle, I guess. So, normally you'd use the roof of the casino to do the jet ski land glitch. But what about the mansion? That's a good question. But speaking of which, would it work on that lake? I don't know. I don't think so. Well, that's a good theory. That's a good theory. It would work. It's like the casino a little bit. But first I need to tow the jet ski. So, the jet ski spawns here, I believe. Yep, there you go. And I have to quickly carry it to the mansion. But it's going to take a bit longer to reach the mansion than the casino. Because the mansion's way over there. You can see it way over there. It's going to take some time. But, if we do get to it, I'll be able to show you guys and see if this works. Kind of like a myth-busting type thing. Okay, so let me go quickly fly over to the mansion. It will take a little bit of time to get to because the helicopter is slow. But once we do make it, I'm going to just drop it into this. Alright? Because it's kind of like the casino. Gotta quickly get in it so it doesn't despawn. I have to drive it for a few seconds. Okay? And then I need to get in the helicopter. And then I need to tow it. Drop it on, I don't know, let's say like, I don't know, let's drop it over here, because I think that way it doesn't fall in the water easily. What happens if I do that? Nope, it doesn't work. So, just tested it, and you cannot do it. So, I'm going to go ahead and try again. This time, I'm going to carry it to the casino. Honestly, I think I should do this to you guys, so you can actually just try the jet ski for the entire time. It would be funny if I did that. Let me do it one last time. So, the only way to do this glitch is to go to the casino. So, the casino is the only robbery in Jailbreak, I believe, that has water in it aside from the bank. And that is the Rising City bank. So, if I go in here, drive the jet ski for a few seconds, then I go ahead and tow it, drop it somewhere, I don't know, let's do it on here, because I think it'll be easier. And let someone drive it at least. But let me test it first. Yeah, see, it works. So let me have someone do it real quick, please. I don't care who. Somebody can drive it if they want. But yeah, that was the glitch. The only downside is watercrafts despawn very quickly, so you have to get it real quick. Does it work? Oh, it doesn't work. I think this guy can't do it. I think it only works if you were the one who did it, so that's why it works on my end. I think you have to do it yourself, so you can't do it for other players. I find that a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. So that was the glitch. I think it was pretty cool, just doing the glitch, but yeah, so yeah. You just need a tow jet ski that spawns over there, get to the casino rooftop, just put it there, drive the jet ski for a few seconds, then put it on land, and after that, you'll be able to drive the jet ski as normal. I'm not sure if you can get banned for this, but it's actually one of the funniest jet ski glitches in the game. And it still works today, as a matter of fact, so do it well, Lusts, because this glitch might be fixed in a few updates from now, but we may never know. So, for right now, it works. Yeah, it just works. Alright, but anyway, let me go ahead and rent this house. Or buy it, at least. I'm going to show you guys my favorite furniture item. I forgot to do this yesterday, but let me show you guys it. So, watch out, police might be waiting for you outside. I'm a police officer, what are you talking about? Alright, anyway, let me go over. This is my favorite furniture item. Looks so cute. I love it. Yeah, I love the Camaro bed. It's my favorite. Okay, what was one item I haven't really used in a while? The Arroyo Chandler. Oh yeah, I haven't used this. This is the Arroyo Chandler. How do I place it? Yeah, actually, that is a good point. How do I place this? Do I press enter? Yeah, I think I need a mouse. I don't think I could place things on controller. That's a bit weird. Do I press a D-pad? No. You can't put that. Nope. Ooh, that's actually a good question. I don't know. What button do I press? That's handcuffs. Can't press that. Can't press the X. I don't know why the X doesn't work. Maybe you have to be in third person or something? No, it doesn't work either. I think that's a glitch. I have no idea why it doesn't work. Do I press this? Yeah, I can't place things now. That's weird. Anyway, I'll show you guys that the thrusters are OG again, so. For those who have been either living under a rock or haven't seen my live streams in a while, I did have my OG thrusters back, and I got them. I hate that so much. Like, I accidentally press circle, and it kicks me out. Oh, man, I hate that so much. I'm gonna have to just join back up. Why are you telling me I have to wait for an available server? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Let me try again. Don't do it again to me, please, console. Alright. Sorry, guys. Alright, anyway, let me just join back, alright? So, here I am inside of the server. Let me just wait a few seconds first, and then I'll do it. Okay, so let me get inside the Roadster real quick. Decent looking car, in my opinion. But if I go ahead and go over to here it is. Yeah. You might be like, why are you not trading? Well, this is the reason. It's got everything in the game. Except for a few things, but yeah. That's basically the main reason. Just barely traded anything. Take this guy. We don't trust him. He's going to probably try to trade with me. Be like, please help. What in the world happened to your head, man? You good? You good, man? I don't think this guy is okay. Also, why does the game lag out when I move down here? Oof, that's a lot of lag. This guy is lagging my game out or something. Oh, there he is. What head is he using? Oh, the stick bug head. Oh, okay. Yeah, this guy's using some head that glitches himself. That's funny. There you go. Yeah, see? I don't trade with people that much anymore. What's this guy looking for? What do you need? You're the one who traded with me. Alright. He's gonna trade successor. Icebreaker is higher. I haven't traded in so long. Sorry, no. Anyway, did I reach the goal? No. But eventually I will. I think I will tomorrow. So please stay tuned for that live stream. I'll probably hit 20 million beforehand, but if I don't, then you'll see me reach it tomorrow. So after like a nostalgic an hour and a half of streaming today, I can safely confirm that I had a lot of fun and all fun and games. However, with that being said, I do need to take a little break from streaming for today. I'll be back tomorrow. So if you guys have enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like on this if you just want to rewatch it anytime. And I will be back tomorrow. So please don't you worry. I got you covered. With that said, though, I also want to quickly inform you guys that a brand new layered shirt is releasing tomorrow on the Shrek Leaf store. It is the first clothing item that I will make in a while that is not going to include the Shrek Leaf name in it, nor the actual logo. Why? I want to try something different. So I'm going to be using the Mr. Vince logo. And no, it will not dominate Shrek Leaf, unless if, for any copyright infringement reasons, I have to do it. So it's just like more of a placeholder type thing. But I'm excited to see how it goes. And yeah, so thank you everybody for watching. I'll be back with another stream tomorrow. Thanks all for joining in. I had a blast. I mean, be honest, it was super fun. So yeah, I'll be back. Thank you, Mr. Gwen C3, Fahad, Alina, SCS, Nightbot, Botrix, and various other people, T5 player as well, Toster, all those people just joining as part of the gang. I'll be back tomorrow with another. So yeah, what happened to your head, man? You good? Alright, well, anyway, go ahead and spawn in the Doom Buggy. Oh boy, this car is super broken. Fixed? I don't think it's fixed. No, it's broken. Still is. It's very, very glitchy. Oh boy, you just get stuck on the ground easily. Gonna have some seizures looking at that, but it's okay. It happens. Alrighty, my friends, time to head out and get you all next time. Where's that? There it is. Alright, there we go. See ya, everybody. Goodbye. I'm gonna be gone forever. That's what I thought. Okay, bye-bye.